Hi, my name is Skylar, and I will be reading Girls Can Do Anything. Stories of Women Changing the World Right Now by A.D. Largy. Malala Yousafzai, Nobel Peace Prize winner, born July 12, 1997. At the age of 15 years, Malala became an activist and an advocate for girls' education. She campaigned human rights and won a Nobel Peace Prize, inspiring millions of young girls and adults across the globe. In 2012, a Taliban gunman shot Malala in her home country of Afghanistan while traveling home from school. This event changed her life completely. Malala is changing the world by turning her suffering into an international movement and has been transforming the world, not just for girls and women, but the whole world. Malala says that the only time you realize the value of your voice is when you have been silenced. According to Malala, it takes a strong voice to gain freedom. Malala says that we must find the courage to fight against fear, threats, and violence. It does not matter what is happening around you. Stand up for change, no matter how long it takes. Sanna Marin, youngest leader of a country, born November 16, 1985. At the age of 34, Sanna Marin became the world's youngest female leader of a country when she was elected Prime Minister of Finland. Sanna is changing the world by taking action now and becoming a leader at a young age. She wants all of us to focus our attention, gift, and talents on solving the world's problems and not attacking other people. Sanna did not dream of growing up to be a prime minister. However, she felt strongly about building a society that offers equality for all people. For Sanna, she is in politics because she feels passionate about young people taking part in creating the world they'll have to live in. She has strong feelings that the older generation is not doing enough about the issues that influence the future world and generations to come. Mari Kupini, clean water activist, born July 6, 2007. Mari is a passionate girl who is changing the world now by taking action to giving people more access to clean water. By the 4th grade, Mari had already found her passion for clean water and even met with the U.S. President and other celebrities who joined her passion for cleaning up the water supply of her hometown, Flint, Michigan. At the age of 10, Mari wrote a letter to Barack Obama, the 44th President of the United States. In her letter, Mari requested to have a meeting with the President to discuss the water crisis in Flint, Michigan. Old lead water pipes that connected water to the local homes and businesses being poisoned for many years by the old lead pipes. President Barack Obama visited Mari's hometown, where over 100,000 residents were suffering from a severe water crisis because of the high waters of lead in their water. Because of the water crisis, many children were not able to go to school. But because Mari dared to speak out, Flint is a better place today. Mari said that anyone has the power to change the world, no matter how small they are. Since then, Mari's hometown has received many donations, and now she works with the nation's Grow Up initiative as a youth ambassador. We will have to wait and see what other ways Mari will change the world. Meghan Markle, royal princess and actress, born August 4th, 1981. When people think of the English royal family, they don't think of someone from outside the UK, and certainly not someone with an African-American heritage. Meghan was a popular actress who became a real-life princess by marrying Prince Harry. Meghan is changing the world's idea of who can be a princess and who can be a member of the UK's royal family. But not everyone likes diversity, and change is hard for some people to accept. The reaction of the UK media to Meghan's relationship with Prince Harry has been horrible. The newspapers, websites, magazines, and TV channels hate on Meghan a lot. Even though she's an adult, she is still being bullied by people who are saying mean things about her and trying their best to make her life unspeakable. Ultimately, Meghan and Harry shook up the world with their decision to leave the UK royal family and their royal life for a less public life that offers more independence. Meghan is living her life that forces her to overcome bullying, racism, and the lack of privacy. But Megan also has fantastic friends, family, and supporters to help her along the way. Megan is handling her very public life and the challenges she faces with grace and a positive attitude. Life is setting an example for all women in the world in the way they can overcome age-old stereotypes, discriminations, and racism by sticking up to their principles and values. Marley Diaz, born January 3rd, 2005. Marley is a young, inspiring book activist. At the age of 11 years, Marley invented a book campaign that caught the attention of media superstars. Over a plate of pancakes, her mom asked her if she had the power, what she would change in the coming year. She thought about it and said she would like all of the kids in her school to read about book characters that are incredible black girls. Her frustration was that most black girls in her school were tired of reading about white boy characters and their dogs. That is what birthed of the 1,000 Black Girl Books campaign. Soon her hashtag went viral on social media and she managed to collect over 8,000 books featuring black girl characters. Marley is changing the world by raising awareness of the lack of diversity in children's books and helping them to bring more diverse books to kids everywhere. Nadia Murad, Nobel Peace Prize winner, born in 1993. At the age of 21, Nadia was kidnapped by a terrorist organization, ISIS, who forced her to live in Islam and sold her into slavery. She suffered the loss of her family, which was her mother and 6 siblings who were killed. But Nadia managed to find the strength to rebuild her life and eventually receive a Nobel Peace Prize for her human rights activism work to help the people from her home country, Iraq. The struggles of her people, the Yendazi, was horrible. Nadia is changing the world by fighting back against terrorism and slavery. Nadia is a woman with superhuman bravery. She survived enslavement and violence and managed to escape the terrorists who captured her and fled into Europe, where she had the chance to tell the world what she went through. At the age of 25, she became the first Iraq to get the most prestigious humanitarian recognition. Her efforts and courage earned her the honor in the quest to end abuse, violence, and terrorism and war. Serena Williams, professional tennis player, born September 26, 1981. Serena is the best tennis player in the world. Serena is changing the world by being the face of excellence and hard work, and by being the voice for women of color. Both Serena and her older sister, Venus, came from a very humble beginning in Compton, California, where they were trained by their father to be the best tennis players in the world. She won Olympic gold medals, cash, and prizes that changed their lives forever. But all of her success and triumphs did not come easy. She had to train hard and practice every day to sharpen her talents. Serena and her sister both faced bullying and people saying mean things about them, drawing ugly cartoons out of them, and wearing insulting costumes to imitate them. But Serena never gave up. She just keeps smiling and winning. Even as the best tennis player in the world, Serena still faces gender discrimination and racism in tennis. But just like her friend Princess Meghan Markle, Serena is living a life that forces her to overcome bullying, racism, and the lack of privacy. To women, especially women of color, Serena provides hope, not only in tennis, but also in the corporate world and beyond. She also represents the motivation and focus needed to success, not just in sport, but in life. Tarana Burkle, born September 12th, 1973. Maybe you've heard of the hashtag #MeToo. Everyone has. This is a movement that was founded in 2006 by Tarana Burke, who is a social activist. Tarana started the hashtag #MeToo to support Black women and girls who have survived abuse. hashtag #MeToo campaign has spread to include a wide range of groups and individuals from many communities. Tarana is changing the world by making it easier for women to speak out about the abuse they suffered without fear. The movement is also changing the attitudes and awareness of both men and women towards abuse, making it harder for people to abuse others and sparking the legal system to go after abusers more aggressively. Melinda Gates, born August 15th, 1964. Most of the world knows Melinda Gates through her husband Bill Gates, one of the wealthiest people in the world and the founder of Microsoft. However, she has a name for herself in her philanthropic world, driven by her curiosity and empathy in helping the world around the globe. Melinda is changing the world by running the Bill and Melinda Foundation. Melinda is tackling some of the world's toughest health and development challenges that affect the world's most vulnerable communities. Because of inequality, this is a significant problem in the world, and poverty, famine, and disease are spreading among the most disadvantaged and vulnerable communities in the world. Melinda's leadership is setting a shining example for women and people of means across the globe as a whole world. Amy Sherrill, artist, born September 30th, 1973. Amy uses her art to bring African American stories to the rest of the country and the world through her paintings, and especially her choice of subjects. Sherrill adds to the richness of culture, identity, and diversity. Amy also uses her art to establish a perspective regarding the evolution of modern America. Her work helps create a connection between recent times and history. Amy's work is a welcome addition to an industry that is dominated by works by men. She provides hope and sets trends for other women to follow and succeed by showcasing their stories and cultures to the rest of the world artistically. Ellen O., astronaut and engineer, born May 10th, 1958. Ellen is an astronaut of Mexican-American heritage. As a woman astronaut, Ellen shattered by many stereotypes and perceptions about the women and the field of science and technology. Ellen was the first woman to go to space. She blazed a trail for all women. Ellen is changing the world by improving the perception of space exploration and science as a whole. But she became a top-level astronaut and engineer through determination and hard work, which is a shining example for the women in society. Ellen continues to change the world by becoming the first Mexican-American director of the Johnson Space Center. Winnie Arlo, supermodel, born July 27, 1994. Winnie Arlo is changing the world by advancing and widening the standards of beauty in the world. She is using her status as a supermodel to influence and reshape the self-esteem and perceptions of appearances in society, especially among the women who look different. Winnie is a supermodel with vitiligo, a long-term skin condition that shows up as patches of skin that lose their pigment and become white. The hair from the skin may also grow white. Winnie has blazed a trail for many people who are victimized and by discrimination based on how they look. Winnie started on the TV show America's Next Top Model. Her presence as a supermodel brings attention and awareness about vitiligo. Winnie is changing the world by helping the the design and discrimination and stereotyping against people with disorder. Sabrina Pasterski, born June 3rd, 1993. Sabrina is a theatrical physicist, and she is changing the world by being an example for women to succeed in the fields of STEM. Sabrina's family is a Cuban American, highlighting the fact that immigrants can succeed in any field when they have an opportunity. Sabrina graduated from public school in Chicago, Illinois, showing that it doesn't matter where you go to school. If you focus on hard work, anyone can reach their full potential. Lena Waithier, writer, born May 17, 1984. Lena is a screenwriter, actress, and producer. She became the first Black woman to win the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing for a comedy series. Lena is changing the world by creating TV shows and movies that tell stories with diversity and social impact. Lena provides a shining example that young girls can succeed at whatever they are motivated to achieve. Oprah Winfrey, media titan, born January 29th, 1954. Oprah is one of the most popular and successful women in the world. She became an actress, TV channel owner, media exclusive, television producer, talk show host, etc. But Oprah didn't always have the life of her dreams. Oprah grew up extremely poor on a farm town in the South, where her family had her dressed from old potato sacks. But Oprah had a gift, and that was a talent for speaking. Oprah eventually used her gift to change the world and create the life of her dreams. Oprah continues to show the world as a leader, and by contributing to the advancement of society by tackling a wide range of issues. She now uses her platform to motivate people to transform their life, triumph, and to grow up with their full potential. She is a shining example of the limitless potential for women and little girls across the country and the world.